huge breaking news is that certain nameless person just lost big time in court. Denied. Can you say it with me? Denied, baby. Denied. Giving JD not only a monster win, and make no mistake, by the way, it's not just a big win. This is the biggest win that you have seen by far, but you have the judge siding with JD's lawyers saying that the judge's decision, it quote unquote, did not appear to be a close call. Yeah, making a judge angry. Smart move, right? This comes after a decision where the same judge made a huge decision siding with JD, a connected decision, mind you, saying that the man did not have a fair trial in the UK. And instead of saying, yeah, we hear you, judge, the nameless person argued with that decision. They have argued with every decision coming out of Virginia, coming out of California, coming out of New York and beyond. And I understand they're desperate, but the judge, they seem angry these days. They keep siding more and more with JD. Yeah, way to go there. Way to go indeed. Yep, it really seems like the judge has had enough of these arguments. The judge does not like their time wasted at all. You and I, we're going to talk about this stuff today. Oh man, big time fun times indeed. Man, I mean, this stuff right here, woo, man. So, hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And as far as this decision goes, I cannot stress enough how big of a decision this is, how big of a loss this is for that nameless person. See, as the coverage of this decision notes, and remember, when we're reading over this comes to us from Courthouse News Service. That is a shield for the nameless person. But despite that, they call this a last-ditch effort to get the case dismissed. And you know what? If this would have succeeded, it would have not just been a monster win for that nameless person and a huge loss for JD, but it could have dismissed this case outright or tangled it within all kind of legal intrigue for years. We would have never seen an outcome. JD would have never been able to win, but judge didn't like that at all. Now, it's very understandable why the judge would be beyond irritated by this move. I mean, essentially, you have the judge rule on a third attempt to try to get this case dismissed, saying JD did not have a fair trial in the UK. You can see that right here. The court is not persuaded by defendant's argument that plaintiff had a full and fair opportunity to litigate the UK action. Defendant, that would be that certain nameless person, was not a party in the UK action, was not treated as one because she was not a named defendant. She was not the subject of the same discovery rules applicable to other named parties. And instead of drinking that decision in and saying, yeah, you know what, judge, I hear you, that nameless person did what that nameless person always does. They argued with the court's decision. They argue here, they argue in New York, they argue in California. Why? Because they're desperate. They are desperate to end the Virginia case, and the judge, they weren't having any of this at all. Now, not only did that backfire and substantially on that nameless person, but JD's team, they have had an absolute field day with their filings, dropping bombshell after bombshell. Listen to some of this stuff, and there is more. I mean, there is an absolute gold mine, but listen to this paragraph here. After the UK judgment was rendered, so this is afterward, JD obtains discovery in this action. Again, they're talking about Virginia here, showing that that nameless person had lied about donating the entire divorce settlement to charity. Discovery in this action has also revealed that that nameless person does not appear to be covering their own litigation expenses in connection with this action. That nameless person's tax returns, which she produced in this case, show no deductions for business expenses that would be associated with this case. JD accordingly believes that nameless person's litigation expenses are being covered by a third party or parties. You know, a Rocket Man or a certain organization. Now, things, they don't get better for that nameless person either. Au contraire, they get much, much worse, as that organization that wants to stay in the dark, they get called out by name, and JD's team, they take it even further, saying, why exactly are you giving this person legal counsel? Why exactly are you representing them as adjunct counsel when they basically did not pay you $3.5 million that they said they would? Read this with me. The delays associated with the beer bug have only been exacerbated by that nameless person's scorched earth litigation tactics. Over the course of this litigation, that nameless person has hired and fired 3 sets of legal counsel. That's true, by the way. Every time they end up losing something big, they were firing their legal counsel. Maybe we'll see a 4th set of legal counsel, although I hope not, because this person, they keep messing up in big time in Virginia, California, New York, and has been bolstered by a phalanx of counsel from the ACLU who appear to be serving as adjunct counsel for that nameless person, notwithstanding the fact that that nameless person failed to make good on her $3.5 million pledge to the organization. Now, that argument is then tied into the idea that that nameless person is not paying their legal bills, that an organization or a person tied to said organization, they're the ones doing this. So all of this legal maneuvering, all of this stuff, it comes not only at JD's expense, but this nameless person, they don't have anything invested at all. Quote, granting that nameless person's motion would open a new front of litigation before the Supreme Court of Virginia and almost inevitably lead to that nameless person seeking a stay of the litigation as she has done in the past, which if successful would result in yet another continuance of the trial date, as much discovery, including that nameless person's deposition set for 3 days, has yet to occur. All of these delays and that nameless person's specious litigation tactics have come almost entirely at JD's expense, as that nameless person does not appear to be paying for her own counsel, but rather having a third party or parties foot the bill. Now, had things gone that nameless person's way, then maybe, just maybe, the price, it would have been worth it. But you know what? It didn't go that way at all. Courthouse News, they end up pointing this out too, and they are salty about it. They take a lot of nasty shots at JD while doing this. Why? Because they want that nameless person to win. And this, it would have been a big win, but it didn't go that way at all. In her opinion, I'm just going to call the judge, Judge A, noted, quote, the defamation claim in the UK was based on completely different statements than the present case. In a ruling today, Judge A ticked through each legal standard required to send the case to the Virginia Supreme Court and concluded that the case didn't qualify. Now listen to this statement by Chu. This would be JD's lawyer. The judge's decision, quote unquote, did not appear to be a close call. It got shot down. It got shot down hard. The judge, they are not amused. They are not amused at all. Now there's more to check out in this too. Much, much more. But we'll wait until the legal document drops and then we can review that together. Who put this laughing emoji up here, by the way? Disavow. Yeah, all well. But anyway, let me know what you think about this stuff. And as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work, so thank you. You want to help out the channel in a different way? There are links in the description. Also, share this wonderful stuff. Make sure you're subbed. You know that, all of that as well. But you being here, that matters. I cannot say that enough. Thank you for being here. And until next time, we will see you soon.